Today I'm unboxing popular cartoon characters in LEGO, from Bluey to Spongebob and even Tom and Jerry. So stay tuned, because things are going to get animated. Anyways, LEGO. Now Bluey's one of the best shows out there about a blue dog and her family. It's also super popular, but somehow LEGO hasn't made any sense of it. So today we're going online to find some custom figures, so I went on Mercari, and after some searching, I put them in my cart and they should be waiting in the mailbox.
A few moments later.
Boom! Now there should be 16 minifigures in here, and we're going to be checking them off the list to make sure we get them all. All right, so we're gonna start with this character, and I think that's Bluey. RIP! Ooh, he looks a little scratched up, but that doesn't matter because he's getting covered by this torso piece anyway. Clip. Now we just have to give him his hands. Boom. Boom. Oh shoot, he has a tail. There's my Bluey minifigure. Oh no, he has an extra hand. He comes with his little dog nose and his ears. He also has these 3 spots on his back. And I'm gonna give this Bluey minifigure an 8 out of 10. Now by the end of this video, I wanna fill this entire street corner with Bluey characters. But we still have to unbox our next one. And I wanna grab this one, and I think that's Bingo. Let's check. I'm almost certain that's Bingo. That has to be Bingo, right? Her torso is definitely less scratched up. Ugh. Boom. 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 She looks pretty cool too. She's Bluey's sister who's orange, and she has these little toe prints as well as a tail and looks pretty similar to Bluey. And I think I'm gonna give her a 7 out of 10. Now we have to put her in the city. But where should she go? I'm going to put her upstairs where she could take a bath. That looks pretty fun. There's also a shower in there, but I don't think she's gonna use that. All right, it's time to pick our next character, and I think this is Bandit. Yo, that's pretty cool. I need to attach the arms again. Boom. Boom. And there he is. I really like how hairy he is. He has all these little blue marks to resemble, well, hair, and he has it on his back and tail too, which is kind of funny. He also has toes, you'll notice, but my favorite is the hair on his beard. I give this minifigure a 9 out of 10. Now, where do we put him in the city? I was thinking putting him in the TV room because dads obviously love to watch TV. And I thought Bluey's dad might actually want to come outside and play Pokemon with Bluey. I feel like they like to play together a lot, so this is perfect. The next character I feel like obviously has to be Bluey's mom, Chili. Or should I say Bluey's mum, because they're Australian. Yep, pretty sure that's her. And here she is. I like how her belly molds into her torso, so it looks like it just keeps going. Maybe makes them look a little chubbier. And she's a lot like Bluey's dad, except obviously she doesn't have a beard, because that would be weird. But she does have hair on the side of her head, which is cool. And you got a lot more of these dots behind her. So while Bluey's dad is playing Pokemon, Chili, Bluey's mom, what should she be doing? I'm gonna go send her grocery shopping, so that way she can make a nice meal for the family. She's also the best character, by the way. Don't at me. All right, you stay there. I give Bluey's mom minifigure a 9 out of 10. The next figure we're getting is Mackenzie. Let's open her up. Yep, all right, so here's Mackenzie. She's one of the kids that moved to the area, and she's from New Zealand. No, not New Zealand from the Muppets. New Zealand, the country. Her minifigure is really cool. She has 2 different colored feet, and her little ear is folded up here. She also has a black and white tail, and her whole color scheme is black and white. This is the first minifigure I'm gonna have to give a 10 out of 10. And I think for her, I'm going to put her downstairs to play with the train, because the trains are epic. Now we have 5 figures done, and we have 11 to go. So let's get into them. And this one looks like it's Jack. And his full name is Jack Russell, which is an actual type of dog breed. But we're gonna open him up and let's get to building. He also probably has the smallest tail that I have seen on any of these dogs. That is rough. I mean, look at the difference. He's a pretty cool minifigure, and he's a lot taller than Bluey, even though he goes to school. I feel like he's gonna hang around the corner over by this little shack, and we'll just put him in here. He could mess around, have a good time. This looks like a good place for him. I give him a 6 out of 10. That means we have to get into our next minifigure. And I think we're gonna do Uncle Rad. That's who that is, right? Yep, that's Uncle Rad. And you wanna know how I know? I know because He's pretty rad. Look, I even gave him a skateboard he could ride around. Look how cool that is. Woo! Woo! Now, Rad is actually Bandit's big brother, and he works on an oil rig.
Why do we only see you at Christmas?
Because I work on an oil rig.
Is that why you don't have a wife?
Now, Uncle Rad's a pretty cool looking minifigure because he has all these different colors that go all the way around him and all these cool hair patterns. And his ears are also backwards. That's so cool. I also like his little hair part up here that covers his other ear. I'm giving this minifigure a 10 out of 10. Now, where to put him in the city? I think he's the type of guy to go all the way up on a rooftop just to try a new trick and be pretty risky about it. Whoa, whoa. Okay, I'll leave him right here. So with Uncle Rad done, that means we have only 10 minifigures left to unbox. Let's do it. All right, I grabbed the next one, and that looks like it's Snickers. No, Bluey, not those Snickers. Now, Snickers goes to the same school as Bluey, and he wears this really cool yellow hat. He looks pretty cool as a minifigure, and he's the first one that didn't come with an actual tailpiece because it's attached to the back of him, which I think is why he has the hat instead. And he's pretty darn adorable.
I killed the cactus! Oh no! Ah! And then a crocodile flew out of the sky and bit me on the bottom!
I'm giving this cactus-loving minifigure an 8 out of 10. Now let's put him in the city. Now, where does a Snicker belong? I think it's probably a good idea to give him some bed rest because, you know, hugging a cactus and then getting bit by a crocodile is not fun. Now, this next one is Judo. Let's open this up. And you can tell it's Judo because she has this bandana headpiece with this little hair overcomb thing. And obviously you could also put on the torso and legs. Those are little legs. Oh, and how could I forget the tail? Now we have to put in Judo's arms. All right, we got the arms, and now we gotta get the hands. All right, there's Judo. She's Bluey's next door neighbor, and she is kind of bossy. And she's a Chow Chow, which is a type of dog.
Little kids take so long to do everything.
I give this minifigure a 6 out of 10 because it's kind of boring. Now, where should we put her in the city? I'm gonna put Judo next to Mackenzie because I feel like she would boss her around and not want her to play with the trains. Next, I'm gonna pull out Judo's mom, Wendy. And you can tell it's her mom because she has this little diamond thing on her. Boom. Now the diamond's covered. You can't even tell. That's dumb. All right, so I think this is like a mom haircut that goes in between the ears. That's actually kind of cool. Well, here's Wendy's mom, obviously a little different because of that hair and because of the little diamond that she wears under her shirt. Now, Wendy is originally a British person. That's why I'm giving her a little cup of tea, because she's British. She also really likes exercising, so I got this dumbbell piece that used to be used for wheels, and she can work out while she's using her teeth. I only give her a 5, because she's kind of boring looking, and I can't tell the difference between her and Judo. I'm gonna move this fence, because I think this table's a great place for Judo to sit, munch on some tea, and watch her child. Oh right, she doesn't because her child's always misbehaved. I'm just kidding. Honestly, Uncle Rad's looking kind of lonely up there, so I want to get him someone to, you know, hang out with. And we got Frisky to help with that. All right, let's open her up because this minifigure looks pretty intense. Yeah, that's pretty intense. All right, so we got the torso and legs, which are pretty easy. Now we just have to put on the body. All right, and that means she, of course, comes with a tail. And then the last thing is this gigantic hair piece. That's huge. Look at that. That's dumb looking. But you know who doesn't think it's dumb looking? Rad. Oh, Rad, don't, what are you doing? Now, Frisky's pretty cool, and she's also an English Cocker Spaniel. And she's very good friends with Bluey's mom. But now, I want to make sure Uncle Rad doesn't feel lonely anymore, so we're going to put her up there with him. And while they're up here, I think you should hit that subscribe button, because only epic people do that, and I'm pretty sure you're an epic person. Give Frisky's minifigure an 8 out of 10. We got to move on to the next one. I honestly have been wanting to do her forever now. It's Coco. All right, Coco, let's go-co. At Tadoko in Soho. All right, let's build her. Ooh, that's a very fluffy torso. Whoa, that's so fluffy. All right, now that's pretty cool, and she doesn't have like the normal torsos like the rest of them. She has a normal minifigure torso, which is probably why there's this little addition with this little peg poking out. And that's so you could attach her fur tail, which fits very loosely. We're gonna try it anyway. I don't feel like this is gonna work. Yeah. It's not. If you move her really far forward, it kind of works, but like if you do that, it's over. That's a disappointment. Well, maybe this time you can have crocodile-proof shoes. Coco, I don't think Snickers wants crocodile. I'm still giving this minifigure a 9 out of 10 just because it's so cool. And I'm gonna put her right outside by the Amazon box. Way to go, Coco. All right, now we gotta pick out our next minifig. I don't fully remember him. I think this is Alfie. He wasn't in the show very much at all, but he's still pretty cool. And boom. Now, the funny thing about Alfie is he's voiced by Robert Irwin, who's the son of Steve Irwin, the most famous Australian ever. And it's funny because he also worked with crocodiles, but he was friends with them, unlike Snickers, who is not, because he was traumatized. He's a pretty cool little guy, kind of a background character, but I like that they made him as a figure, so I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10. And I think we'll have him watch some TV up here behind the statue of Kermit the Frog and Jim Henson, the creator of the Muppets. I don't know why that's there, by the way, but that's pretty cool. The city's starting to get way more full, which is crazy because we only have 3 characters left. And this next one is Muffin. Yes, let's go. I love muffins. And Muffin has a lot of dots, and I mean a lot of them. Muffin looks pretty happy too. All right. Well, here is Muffin, and she's really cute. I'm definitely giving this minifigure a 7 out of 10. It's really cool. And I'm going to put Muffin on top of this couch because that just looks dangerous and it feels like something Muffin would totally do. Well, we have 2 more characters, and I just grabbed this one, and I think that is Calypso. All right, let's get Calypso opened. Calypso's really cool, and she's also the music teacher at Bluey's school, and she likes to sing a lot. The minifigure is also just a really great minifigure, and I would definitely give at least a 9 out of 10. And I'm going to put her inside the grocery store because I feel like that's a good place where she could, you know, do and sing and do whatever she wants and be epic. All right, guys, this next minifigure is going to be the last one. So anyway, let's take a look at it. Drum roll, please. I think that's Mia's setter. Whoa, that's a detailed minifigure. And Mia is sometimes their babysitter. She's a pretty cool character, pretty okay looking minifigure. I give it like a 6 out of 10. And I was gonna put her inside so that way she could watch, you know, all the pups inside, but I wanna bring everyone out. So everyone, come on, let's go. You too. Okay, come on. Come on, you don't get to stay now. Oh, you thought you were getting away with this, Steve Irwin? I'm actually gonna put him up here. I just feel like he belongs up here. And like that, the entire town is filled with Bluey characters. Her aunt, her uncle, everyone that Bluey loves and cares about. Or at least everyone that's been made so far. And this whole place is looking pretty cool, and I would totally want to hang out here. This is a normal Lego Spongebob. And this is a custom Doodle Bob one. And today I'm gonna buy, build, and blab about Spongebob minifigures and parts that Lego refused to make. Anyway, are you ready, kids? Cause let go.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Now, as you all know, Lego Spongebob is real. But at this point, it's really old. In fact, if you're under 14, every Lego Spongebob set is older than you. And as you can see on the internet, the prices for it have gone up anywhere from 400 to 2,000%. Who's setting the prices here, Mr. Krabs? And not only that, but the minifigures from Lego Spongebob are also super expensive. Like, legit, Squidward's $50. I don't even think the real Squidward is worth that much. And worst of all, Lego's barely done any characters. They've done the main ones, which are great, but they've barely done the more niche ones like Doodle Bob, Squilliam, or even Larry the Lobster. But there are some companies that make custom minifigures that have. So I hit up my boy Brick Ratty OP on YouTube and copped some from him, and they should be here any minute now. Hey, I think that's them. Let's crack into these bad Larrys. Break out my trusty knife. Boom, boom. Sweet. All right, let's crack into these. Okay. Oh shoot. All right, so I'm gonna make this video a little more interesting because not only are we gonna be doing these custom minifigures, we're also going to be taking a look at some custom SpongeBob parts that are from different scenes in the show. But we'll push that off for a second because I wanna start with one of the minifigures, which are bagged really well, by the way. Thank you, Brick Ratty OP. You're a goat. They're like in a bag. It's a long bag. All right, let's pick out the first one. And it's Dirty Dan. No way, I literally never thought I'd see the day that I get a Lego Dirty Dan minifigure. What? Look at him just peeking his head out of the bag. And it's literally just a normal Patrick minifigure. I think those are the original legs, but it has the little belt printing. It has a little necktie like a cowboy, and then it has the Dirty Dan face. Does the head move? Oh shoot, does it even come off? Oh no, it's like really tightly on there. Oh wow, is it a custom mold? I don't even know, it might be. Get back on.
All right, Pinhead, your time is up.
Who you calling Pinhead? I want to be Dirty Dan.
What makes you think you can be Dirty Dan?
I'm dirty. Clear.
I'd say I'm Dirty Dan.
I'd say I'm Dirty Dan.
I'd say I'm Dirty Dan. No!
I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan. No!
I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan. No!
Which one of you fellers is the real Dirty Dan?
I am?
All right, that's one figure down. Now it's time to take a look at our mystery box. Oh shoot, I'm excited for this.
How about this one? I call it bold and brash. More like belongs in the trash.
Oh, and let's take out another one just for fun. Ooh, it's the Krusty Krab pizza.
Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. Pizza.
Rusty Krab, pizza.
All right, we're making progress, but I want to get to our next figure. And I think this next one's gonna be nothing like you've ever seen on an official figure before. It's Doodlebob. Yes, I am so happy I have a Doodlebob in my collection. Yes. Basically, the reason this character exists at all is because a guy dropped his pencil in the ocean and SpongeBob drew a version of himself and he turned evil. So I actually want to make the pencil that made him and like make it Lego minifigure sized. So I snapped apart this one, put it in a pencil sharpener. All right, and here you go, Doodlebob. I don't think that's gonna fit very well in his hand. Wait a minute, let's try something. All right, so he can't put his hands above his head because obviously that doesn't work with Lego, but you can like kind of mold his hand into this. What if I like sharpen this and like make a little gap groove for him to grab into? Ugh, yo. No, Doodlebob. I think this is like a specially molded piece for this particular custom. Yo, okay, I finally manipulated it to look like he's holding a real pencil. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh shoot, I can have him grab in with the eraser. That's so smart. I'm so glad I thought of that. All right, here we go. Oh shoot, what is he writing on the screen? Is that a subscribe button? Oh, you guys should listen to Doodlebob. All right, you guys know what time it is. Custom part time, crack her open. All right, and it looks like the first thing we have is this little paper ghost, I think. Oh, you know what this is? Wait, yo, I just realized. So this side has the ghost and there's another print that has the shopping list.
Oh my gosh! A floating shopping list! Ah!
I'm not a shopping list. I'm a ghost.
All right, so we got the floating shopping list checked off now. No, honestly, I thought this was from the episode where Mr. Krabs sold SpongeBob's soul for 62 cents. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but I think it's actually from when SpongeBob goes to Glove World and gets his skin peeled off. And it's funny because this one is technically a little taller. Wait, no, it's not. I lied. But they do use like this official like Lego skeleton with the same mold they had for Doodlebob. Except now he's dead, but this looks so legit. It looks like an actually printed minifigure. And it has functioning legs. That's so cool. I low-key love this minifigure. But there's one thing about it that doesn't make sense. And that's sea sponges don't have skeletons. Yeah, you're not supposed to even be real. Oh, all right. We have the next figure and it is going to be, no way, it's Sandy Cheeks. But like without clothes on. She has like some clothes on. Whoa. Oh man, this is so cool. So there's only been 2 official Sandy minifigures and they haven't made them in like 10 years, 12 years. So here is one of her outside of her spacesuit. So this is what she could wear in her little bubble house, like with the tree and everything. Okay, so she comes with this purple dress piece and then you're just gonna tag on the torso. And there's Sandy. Does she have any back printing? No. Okay. So maybe I'm the only one who thinks this, but did anyone else think that SpongeBob and Sandy like were a thing when they were kids? They're not, right? I'm pretty sure they're not. You know what? I don't want to think about it. All right, we still have some custom parts left, and I'm gonna choose the ones in this bag. Yo, we have Bikini Bottom dollar bills and a Bikini Bottom penny.
Money, 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 money.
Fine, Mr. Krabs, you could have it. I don't need it.
Money, money.
Now what should I do with this other one? Ryan Trahan?
This is a penny. Ugh, and I need a manicure.
right, guys, there's only one custom minifigure left, and it is Squidward's arch nemesis, Squilliam Tentacles. Squilliam Tennis Balls. I don't know what his last name is. No, it's Squilliam Fancyson. That's right. I forgot. Sorry.
Hi. Hello, I am Squilliam Fancyson.
And the primary reason that he is different from Squidward is because he has that giant, beautiful unibrow, while Squidward just has head creases.
Womp, 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 womp. Hello, Squiddy. Get out of here, a Squiddy.
And those are all the minifigures so far, but we still have some custom pieces to get to. Like this Wanted Maniac poster. This is from the episode where Patrick did the whole and there's one more thing, and it's a little interesting. Someone had graffitied on the door of the Krusty Krab, and Squidward had to go and clean it up, and the thing was kind of making fun of Squidward. Poor Squidward, he can't catch a break. No wonder he hates life. That looks so goofy. I don't have a Krusty Krab to actually put this in, but when I build one, I'm definitely going to use this. Now, these guys are pretty cool, but there's still some pretty big characters that aren't in here. And that's because there's never been an official custom made of any of them. So I talked to my buddy Sab Nino on YouTube, and he designed some pretty awesome Lego characters that Lego refused to. Like this Lego Larry the Lobster. I love this minifigure. And this minifigure's weird because it has like a big arms, a new torso, and regular minifigure legs, which I guess kind of makes sense because Larry has really tiny legs.
Living like Larry.
Living like Larry.
He also made a Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, and Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy were some of my favorite characters, but who I liked almost as much were their villains. Man Ray and the Dirty Bubble. Remember the guy that tried to give Patrick back his wallet?
Yeah. Nope, it's not mine.
It is yours. I'm trying to be a good person and return it to you.
So we have him in Lego, and then we also have his main accomplice, the Dirty Bubble, who's a little small here, not gonna lie. This is Patrick's reaction to that. Yeah, they made Surprise Patrick, that giant meme with his mouth wide open. It's literally just a normal Patrick, but with a new face. I can't believe Lego hasn't done this. But please, Lego, bring back SpongeBob. Another fun one is Bubble Bass, if you remember him. He's the guy who goes into the Krusty Krab and gets really complicated orders.
I'll take a double triple bossy deluxe on a raft, 4x4 animal style, extra shingles with a shimmy and a squeeze, light axle grease, make it cry, burn it and let it swim.
And the Lego minifigure looks pretty good as well. It's a custom mold, and Lego never made him. They also made Fred, who I'm pretty sure is the My Leg guy too.
My leg!
But the best of all of these is Handsome Squidward. Yes, they did the meme. I love Handsome Squidward. And now we have it in Lego. And the last one we have to check out is the Chocolate guy. You remember him?
Chocolate? Chocolate! Chocolate! Chocolate!
He's legitimately my favorite character in all SpongeBob. That's Tom and Jerry, and this is them as Lego minifigures. And today I'm going to buy, build, and blab about these Tom and Jerry characters Lego has never made. And stay tuned, because a lot of shenanigans are going to be happening. Anyways, Lego. Now, Tom and Jerry's been a super popular show for almost 85 years, making it as old as World War II. That's pretty old. And for the first time, Lego just made its first Tom and Jerry Lego set. It's this Brickheads build with two of the main characters. Of course, Tom and Jerry. But these are minifigures, which is what I mostly care about, so I made it my mission to find them. So I hopped on the internet and got searching. All right, here they are. Now I just gotta press the...
One eternity later.
All right, let's unbox. All right, so I'm gonna pick the first one all the way at the top. And ooh, is that our boy Jerry? No freaking way. All right, let's open up our bad boy Jerry. Whoa, okay, pretty intense looking guy. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do, of course, is add the arms. And of course, we have to add the head. All right, he's looking pretty snazzy so far. I just realized he's supposed to have a tail. So the way they do the tails on these guys is kind of interesting. So first you have to put this little piece in. It's not like built in as a part of the tail. Usually it's just one piece. But this, like, you take this individual tail piece and you just kind of attach it on. And it's really sharp looking. Look how pointy that is. Anyways, he comes with two accessories. His first accessory is this epic guitar. He's obviously in the show, he's seen playing the guitar a bunch of times, and it's cool that they made this for him. So we'll just attach this in this hand. And then also, there is this silver bat that I'm sure he's gonna be able to hit our boy Tom with in a little bit, assuming that he comes in this, which he probably should. Oh, and is that a slice of pizza? Yeah, I remember him eating pizza. There's also a baseboard, but I'm gonna be throwing all those away because I don't like them. They don't look cool. All right, I'm gonna give this figure a 9 out of 10. Why not a 10 out of 10? Okay, he gets a 10 out of 10. He gets a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. All right, who are we gonna get out of here next? You know, I'm actually just gonna look for him because I feel like if we don't do him, you know what? Let's do this one. Wait, that's not Tom. Where's Tom? We gotta find him. All right, I think this is actually Tuffy, also known as Nibbles. Whoa, okay, that's an insane piece. Look at this crossbow. That's legitimately the height of an entire minifigure. And he has short legs. All right, we're gonna clip the arms in. The annoying thing is because some of these come pre-assembled, so I have to literally take the torso off just to put the tail on. But it looks like the bulk of him's together now. We just gotta take that off, put on his diaper thing. Boom, that's not inconsistent looking at all. All right, time for the tail. Boom, he has a very Jerry-like tail. All right, the last part I have to put on Nibbles is his head. All right, now we gotta give him his accessories. All right, so the thing about Tuffy is he's kind of always eating. So we got him this little bottle of milk.
He needs some milk.
Yeah, and he's really chugging that thing. More interestingly, he also comes with a human-sized crossbow. That's literally like double his height. Anyway, we're gonna equip him with that. Bro basically thinks now he's Cupid and he could shoot arrows at whoever he wants. For whatever reason, he came with this giant silver sword. There seems to be a theme going on here. I don't even remember him having this entirely, but the figure itself does look pretty accurate and definitely gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. Is that a good enough rating, sir?
Monsieur Jerry, mais j'ai pas pu m'empêcher.
Anyways, now we got the little guys and it's on to the next one. All right, here we go. And it is, who is that? Oh, is that who I think it is? It is! I guess our next character is going to be Spike. Comment where you think Tom is, but let's build Spike. Oh. He has boxing gloves, it's so cool. All right, we gotta add his tail now. Wait, does he even have a tail? Where's his tail? Oh, there it is. Little tail. All right, so he comes with boxing gloves and like 3 sets of hands. I don't know why. I'm guessing they figure if you wanna have one hand have a boxing glove, and then say you could have the other hand, and that one could hold the little chain ball thing. Maybe that makes sense. I don't know. I honestly don't like that, so I'm gonna yoink that off and give him back the boxing gloves. He's basically Barky Balboa. This one actually looks really cute. He also has a puppy named Tyke, and he's really cute in the show, and he's mainly a big enemy of Tom's. I mean, you should see him. He really likes to lay it into Tom, and maybe you'll even see some of that later. I'm definitely giving this one a 10 out of 10. So we got enemy, his opponent, and his nephew all here, but we still gotta find him. All right, let's grab the next one. All right, this one's been sitting on the top for a while, and I think that's Lightning. He's the only orange one I know of. To be honest, I'm kind of scared to open this one. Rip! All right, starting off, we obviously have the torso, arms. Oh, and how could I forget each hand? We take this off, do a little bit of that, and spin her around for an added tail. All right, Lightning's getting closer to done. Now we just got a head. Yeah, he's looking a lot like Tom, almost as if you just painted Tom orange. Did I mention that his tail just kind of ripped off? Who needs tails anyway? Because unlike others, he's got 3 accessories. First, he's got a battle axe, so you could go chop everyone. And then he also gets a broom. And this broom he could use to clean up his messes. Good job, Lightning. By far my favorite accessory of all the characters so far is his pitchfork. It's legit a gold pitchfork. That is so cool. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. 2, 3. Oh, poor Bugs Bunny. Yeah, what's up, Doc? Time for the next one. And I think that's Meathead. Let's open him up. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. But I want to confirm it's actually him. Yep, that's Meathead. This is gonna be a fun one. He's a real meathead, but his head won't go on. Boom. He also has his arm printing, which is really cool. Then we just gotta click in the hands. Also, look how defined the feet are. Oh my goodness. Even official Lego minifigures don't have that. So he looks like a bit of a crafty alley cat. He comes with this silver wrench and this silver crowbar. I wonder what he could use those for. Of course, we have a tail for him, and he has this little printing on the tail too, which is actually kind of neat. It actually works out really well because my Cybertruck in Lego just got broken and it needs a brand new tire. He still has one more really weird accessory, and it's this shiny silver hockey stick. So I guess now he could play hockey, but he didn't come with ice skates, so I'm not entirely sure what to do with this. Oh. This figure is 7 out of 10. All right, we got 3 minifigures left and no sign of Tom. Honestly, I'm getting a little concerned. Anyway, we're gonna grab the next one. Is that, I think that's Toodles Galore. Now for those who don't know, Toodles Galore is basically Tom's girlfriend, I think. I don't know what they call it. I think it's best termed as a situationship. Anyway, let's build her. Tail, torso, arms, hand, other hand, head. Yeah, okay, this one's interesting. Honestly, not my favorite. She does come with some accessories, like a comb, I guess to comb her hair, but wait, don't cats lick themselves? I don't know. She also comes with a little purse, which is useful. And I guess once she figures out she doesn't actually need a comb, she can just use this tennis racket and I guess play tennis? Here, she's gonna use it to tap the like button. Make sure to tap the like button, fellas. I'm giving this minifigure like a 5. It's just not that cool. It's back to the box and it looks like we got Butch. Now Butch is cool because he's basically the leader of all the alley cats and looks like we gotta build him. I really hope Tom's in the next one. Anyway, we're gonna add him, his tail. He is an empty torso. That's kind of lame. Arms, we just gotta clip on his hands. All right, head time. Nope, this head does not want to go on no matter how hard I try. Oh, come on. Dang it, tail fell off. And it ripped too, so I can't even put it back on. Anyway, Butch is somewhat of a chef, so he actually comes with this serving tray. And on this serving tray, you could put some yummy salad. But not only that, he also comes with a big old frying pan. And this could definitely be used for heinous crimes later. I'm sure you'll see it. Oh, and did I mention he also has a spatula? This one's silver and it'll look great on Spongebob. Oh, and he has the most accessories because he also has this giant spike. I don't know why. Maybe he uses it to prod the food? Anyways, I think the last one should be Tom. So we gotta just, wait. Where's Tom? Is he under here? Maybe it's in here. No. Where could he be? Maybe he's here. I don't remember throwing that out. All right, let's see if he's in the box of matches, I guess. All right, let's see what's in here. Oh, there he is. It's Tom. How'd he get in there? A little mischievous devil. And he was holding a match. Hope he wasn't planning anything maniacal with that. It looks like there's also some accessories in here. Is that a broom? And a guitar. Yeah, I remember him playing the guitar. Okay, now, let me put all these matches back. You want to keep one? Okay, you could keep one. Just don't do anything illegal with it. All right, we got to go put these matches back. I think I left them over... Yeah, I think I left them in here. Bye. Looks like he's trying to burn Jerry and friends. And the alley cats are in on it as well as Tom's girlfriend. Oh, that's not good. Whoa, how'd that happen? Jerry, you're gonna catch on fire soon if you don't let go of that. This is Jake the dog, and this is him as a Lego figure. And today I'm going to buy, unbox, and rate fake Adventure Time minifigures that Lego refused to make. And stay tuned, because by the end of this video, we're going to open this Adventure Time mystery bag with an awesome custom character. Anyways, Adventure Time. So what was Adventure Time? Basically, it was this show that aired on Cartoon Network about this boy Finn and his dog friend Jake. The show was super popular and had over 200 episodes, spin-offs, and even the first Lego Ideas set. And even though Lego made this set, they still have never made its minifigures, and I didn't like that very much.
Well, except for those Lego Dimension figures. We're just gonna ignore those.
So I went on eBay and ordered these fake ones, and they should be here by now. I think that's them. So it says don't, just don't. You know what, I'm opening these anyway. Oh, and by the way, if this video hits 1,000 likes, we'll do a part 2. So make sure to hit that like button, and we're gonna open all the Adventure Time characters. So the first minifigure we're going to open is from this one. All right, let's open it. All right, and it is that bubblegum? Oh, cool. This is the Bubblegum Princess. This is one of the more iconic characters from the show, actually. We're gonna click her together. Bro, what is that face? Oh my gosh. Yes! She's made out of bubblegum and is an ancient elemental princess. And she comes with some bubblegum. Oh my gosh, her arm just came off. All right, let's not do that. It's kind of hard for her to move her arm because the way it's molded. So you kind of have to have her hold the little jar down here. Okay, just got a note, zoomed in, without the hair, she looks borderline cursed. But with the hair, she looks good. I mean, look, you got the crown, you got everything. Oh no. The issue is it's just not a very functional minifigure, mainly because of the way the hair is, and you can't like move the arm without it popping out. So this would never pass like Lego's approval standards, but it's still a pretty cool minifig. I'll give it a solid like 6 out of 10. Next minifig. All right, next one we're gonna grab. Oh, wow, that's a thick boy. I'm really curious what's gonna be inside this. What do you guys think? I want you to comment below. Also comment your favorite character from Adventure Time. 3, 2. Is that the banana guard? Wow, we're getting some pretty obscure ones to start. All right, so we got the body, the boots and everything, and then we gotta give him a head, apparently, because I think the head actually fits up there. Look at that. Okay, so we're gonna, whoa, wait a minute. He can't even like move his arms up? Wait a minute. I love like the little hand-drawn face, but like if you put this all the way down, oh my gosh, that is a banana guard. I was not expecting this to look this good. He has the little dots on the bottom, he has the spear. This looks so accurate. Oh my gosh, the same issue happened. He literally lost his arm again. He has the same exact issue as Bubblegum Princess. All right, so what do I think of Banana Man? First off, these eyes, they're not printed. They're molded. Oh my gosh, I can't with this. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at this, watch this. Okay, nothing happened, but I could totally see it. Look at that. Whoa. Yo, this dude is legit. Honestly, he gets a solid like 6 out of 10. Again, he just has that arm thing where like if he moves it too much, it like becomes an issue. Like that shouldn't happen with a minifigure. And he's also kind of like not super detailed, but he looks really accurate to the show. And honestly, like I can't complain that much. He's pretty good. Next minifig. All right, we're getting closer to the gold mystery minifig, and we are going to open the next one. All right, let's try it. Yo, we got Jake. Let's go. So Jake obviously adopted Finn as like a dog, which I didn't know dogs could adopt people. That's like new to me.
Baby, why are you crying? Margaret, this baby won't tell me what's wrong with it, and it's stuck to a leaf, and it stinks.
Give it here, Joshua. This baby just needs some love and kisses to be happy. Mwah, mwah, mwah. There, see? Now it's happy.
You just kissed a boom boom, baby. So don't expect any more sugar from me, sweetheart, until we wash your dirty, dirty face.
But he's a really cool minifig, and he can play the violin.
Huh? Whoa! Whoa! Stop! You're luring snakes! Stop!
Huh? Where does he grab it though? That's the question. Okay, so we got this, and then I assume this is to hold it so he could like play it. Wait a minute, so the violin, you're supposed to like play on your chin, right? Like you're supposed to like grab it like on the side, right? Oh my gosh, he has the same issue everyone else has. Should honestly expect that. Oh my gosh. Work, darn you! It's not working! You know what, honestly, I give up. Here, wait, no. I don't want to give up. Never give up!
Never back down, never what?
Never give up!
Okay, and here he is. He has his violin and his little thing they use to play a violin. I honestly don't know what it's called. But if you zoom into his eyes, he is very kind of soulless. I don't know if that's the right word. He's like kind of cute, but he's also like a middle-aged dude, if I remember correctly. But when you put him with the other characters, he definitely fits with the ensemble. All right, he's getting a 10. Even though he's like completely impractical. All right, time for our next minifigure, and we have quite a few. We're gonna do this one. All right, let's crack her open. Is this the Fire Princess? It is the Fire Princess. All right, so Fire Princess, right? Cool. We got, oh my gosh. Yes, this face is perfect. This is legitimately the perfect minifigure face. Wait, yes, I love it. All right, this one's perfect. There's no weird over molding, so she can move her arms around freely, which is nice. The full wraparound dress printing, even better. And most importantly, I don't think anyone can appreciate how cursed this minifig head is. Like literally, let's just murder Blocky for a second. Ah! And put this on. Hey Blocky, how you doing? I'm okay. No, Blocky, that looks so bad. That's so funny looking though. Why'd you do that to me? Aw, you're fine, suck it up. I love this face, it's getting used in so many videos. Best minifig so far, 10 out of 10. All right, next minifigure. All right, let's go on an adventure. Let's see who this one is. Oh, we're getting close to the gold mystery figure. Let's open this one though. No way, let's go. Okay, I've been waiting for him, obviously. We knew you were gonna get him, but it's Finn. Let's build him up. Yes, oh, Finn. Oh, he comes with a backpack too? Ooh, fancy. Yeah, wow, look at that. Ooh, I love the face. Yes, that's great. And he comes with this little like marshmallow head thing. I always thought he looked like a Hello Kitty. Hey, come on, tell me he doesn't look like a Hello Kitty. Bro is definitely a Hello Kitty. But yeah, he comes with a sword, and he and Jake together look so adorable. Aw. And then his backside looks good and everything. I really like the figure. I literally wouldn't have done anything differently with him. Like, it's perfect. He's got the shoulder print and the backpack and the back leg print. Like, literally, he's perfect. There's nothing to change. 10 out of 10. All right, next one. Whichever one falls out, we're doing. Okay, that one's it. All right, let's unbox. Oh, whoa, is that the gumball guard? Okay, so this is actually Grobgob Globgrod. I can't believe I actually pronounced that properly. But let's build it. All right, so we attach this, and then we're gonna attach one of these. Okay, and then we just attach the face, and it seems like they're pretty universally happy. And this character even gets a little butterfly stick. That's cute. Okay. And if you spin him around, it's literally the same face on every single side. Oh my gosh, look at it. I'm giving this minifigure a solid like 7 out of 10 because it's a cool figure, but here are all the takes of me trying to actually pronounce it. Okay, so this is actually Gobgob Globdrod. Okay, so this is actually Gobgob Globdrod. Okay, so this is actually Okay, so this is actually Grobgob Globdrod. Oh my gosh, I can't. Okay, so this is actually Grobgob Globdrod. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I know it says did not, but we have just 2 of these blue blind bags before we get to our final mystery bag. So this is the second to last one, and we are going to open it right here. So let's see it go. Ah. Is that who I think it is? I think that's Susan. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm like 97% sure this is Susan. Yes, I love the face. I love the faces. The faces are great. They translate so well into Lego. I don't know why Lego hasn't made minifigs of them. They've done the official sets. And Susan comes with a fish. Because why not? Susan likes fish, I guess. Oh, shoot, it's not. Hold the darn fish, Susan. If you don't hold this fish, I'm gonna... All right, so there's Susan with the fish. Heck yeah. All right, so the Susan minifig looks like okay. It's a little mid. It has the wraparound printing like on the legs and even some shoulder printing, but I just don't think it looks that good. So I'm gonna give it a solid like 4 out of 10. It's nothing to write home about, but the face is funny. Oh, and how could I forget? We gotta add her to the squad. Oh my gosh, get up, you gum glob, whatever the heck your name is. And that puts us at 1 minifigure before the golden mystery figure, and I think I know who this is going to be. Or I really hope I know who it's going to be, because if we don't have this character, I'll be a little disappointed. Please be Ice King. Please be Ice King. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. How do I... Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Ice King is having an issue with his hand. Okay, get in there. Yeah. All right, so then we got to put this head in, and then literally all, like, this is so boring. All of Ice King is in this one piece. Literally, it's barely Ice King without it. Oh my gosh. And we got Gunter, his little penguin. Oh, that's so cute. I low-key like Gunter a little bit more than the Ice King himself. But the king has the crown and the giant nose. Look at that sucker. That sucker's, like... That's a huge nose. Bro's got a schnoz on him. No, comment if you know someone who has a nose like this. So this is the Ice King. So he basically kidnaps children and his crown makes him literally insane. So that's cool. All right, so he's gonna get a solid like 8 out of 10. I think he could use some torso printing probably. He's okay. My boy Gunter, by the way, he actually gets a 12. He gets the first ever 12. He literally doesn't have a stud butt, which all minifigures should have. So I don't even know if this would qualify as a fake Lego because it's barely a Lego. All right, wait, so we gotta put him with the squad, of course. So the question is where? So I was thinking in between the princesses, you have to have the king, right? So that would just make sense, right? So we'll put the princess here, we'll put the fire princess here, and we put the ice king here. And then Gunter, I guess, can go round out the edge over here. Okay, I like that. Now there's still the gold mystery bag, and let's see what's inside there. Okay guys, we have the final gold mystery minifigure. We're going to open it, so hit that like button, because again, we're gonna do a part 2 if this gets 1,000 likes, and let's open it up. All right, Blocky, you ready? I am not prepared. I have no clue what's in here, so we're gonna find out. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Wait, that's not a minifigure. Jake the dog? That's so cute. He comes with a little pet for Flocky. Flocky, congrats, you got a dog. His name is Jake Jr. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. He's a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Who's a good boy? Bro, that's my aunt. Oh, who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? You have belly scratches. Oh my gosh. Hey, Finn? Yeah, maybe we should stop being friends with this guy. These are LEGO Emotion minifigures, and they are currently inside the head of this LEGO man. And today I'm going to be building a bunch of sets, minifigures, and builds from the movie Inside Out 2. So stay tuned, because things are going to get emotional. Anyways, LEGO. Now, Inside Out's been super popular for a while, and when Inside Out 2 came out, LEGO made 2 official sets, and one of them is the Joy, Sadness, and Anxiety Brickheads. So I have to head to the LEGO store to cop it. That's not it. Oh, that's a cool Star Wars set, but not what I need. Here it is. All right, let's head home and build our new Inside Out 2 set. All right, so as you can see, we have sadness, joy, and anxiety. And of course, the Inside Out 2 logo. On the side, we have some like official pictures, and all right, let's get into it. This instruction screams anxiety. All right, let's build. We're gonna start with some joy. Ooh, these are printed. That's awesome. All right, so the first thing we have to build is the torso. So let's go. All right, that's the torso. Now it's time to get into the head. I wonder if we're actually gonna be able to build like a whole little emotional factory inside her head. That would be kind of funny, actually. Do you think the emotions have emotions? All right, here it is. This is the emotional factory. We got these 2 orange bricks, the gray one, and then the brain. So somewhere in there are a bunch of little people that are also giving her emotions. We'll check that out in a bit to see if that's legit or not. I mean, she needs to actually have a personality and, you know, like a face. Boom, bag 1 is done. All right, time to give Joy some joy, or at least a face. I feel like you can't have a lot of joy if you don't have a face to smile with. By the way, it would really make me smile if you hit that subscribe button, because this channel is gonna get deleted at the end of the year if we don't hit 100,000 subscribers. All right, we're getting closer to a face. Shoot, I think we actually can add the face now. All right, wait, we're almost done. Doo-doo, and boom, she has a face. Now let's go inside her head, see what's going on. Just the exact same thing that's going on in Riley's head. All right, let's speed and finish the rest of this build. So here's Joy. And honestly, the thing I like about this that you don't see talked about is how they have these translucent pieces on the top of Joy's head. So that way it recreates that like illuminating glow that she has. And that's honestly super cool. Makes her look like a hologram.
Bing bong's rocket makes you yell hooray. Bing bong, who's better than everywhere? What's things on to say?
Next character I have to build is Sadness. And honestly, this one looks kind of depressing. RIP! All right, get out of here, Joy. We're going to make things sad. All right, bag 1 is done, and this is what we got so far. Now it's time for bag number 2. Ow. No way, she also comes with the really giant eyes. We'll probably have to add those last. All right, now we have blind Sadness. The last thing I need to do is include her eyes. And we could actually kind of probably make her look a little excited if we just put her eyes in like this. Or you know, sure, tears will just start welling out the sides. No, I like the other way better. Let's spin it. Now she looks cooked. Now she's angry. She should be angry. No, but we're probably gonna settle on something closer to this. Yeah, that's good. All right, 2 down, 3 to go. Wait, what do you mean 3? Don't worry, you're gonna see it. It's gonna be epic. It's time for anxiety. All right, first we gotta build her torso again. We're gonna detail out the face. First we got some teeth, we got a little stud hopper for the eyes, and we're gonna fill in the rest of that. Oh, and then we also gotta do the sides, of course. And finally, the back. And apparently that's gonna have even more stuff poking out of it. All right, we got a portion of anxiety out of the way. Now we just gotta open our next bag. Ah, oh my goodness, look at the eyes. Ooh. Let's attach the eyes now while we're at it. It looks like one of those guys from the Amazing World of Gumball, honestly. All right, let's wrap this sucker up. All right, and here's anxiety.
Hello, I'm anxiety.
Honestly, if we're gonna put her next to the other ones, this one definitely has to be the most creative. The others I definitely give like a solid like 7, 8 out of 10. She definitely gets like a 9. Wait, you know what I realized? If these 2 gang up on her, they're having an anxiety attack. Their anxiety's been attacked. The sadness caused an anxiety attack. And the joy. It was too confusing. Now, these were the official minifigures they made. Now, there's some other characters I honestly wanted to see in this style. So I got the bricks together to build my 2 favorite characters. The first character I want to build is Anger. Let's get building. So cute. There's this little piece that's there for a tie. Oh, that's so adorable. I love that. Okay, back to building. All right, time to put in the eyes. And these things look so goofy. Oh my gosh, should I leave him like this? That looks nothing like Anger. Well, after you can add these eyebrows and he gets a little more acceptable looking, you know, okay, now he looks angry, but before it was just downright goofy. All right, we're gonna wrap him up. All right, it's fire time. All right, the fire head is done, so now we can use him as a torch. Oh, he's actually really awesome looking, and he fits right in with the rest of the gang. But there's still one person I need to build. This next character was one LEGO's never even made a version of, and it's Bing Bong. Bing Bong was Riley's imaginary friend when she was a little kid, and Bing Bong's really cool because he's part cat, elephant, dolphin, and cotton candy. Not only that, he also cries candy. We're gonna try building him. So after much trial and error, we finished the body, and it doesn't look terrible. It's gonna look really good once we can get the head on, and I'm really excited. Anyway, let's do the head. Starting with these 3. King. Okay, here's Bing Bong. And honestly, he looks super cool. He's got on a bow tie as well as his little flower. He also uses the, he fell apart. Maybe he's not that structurally sound, I don't know. He also uses the Wolverine claw pieces for his whiskers, and also the heart under his nose, which is actually accurate to the way he looks. My favorite part is the little bowler hat. Also, he's like super chunky, and he's super top heavy, so his nose always falls off. Ow, my nose. We're gonna put him with the rest of the gang. And these are all the inside out brick heads I have so far. We're obviously missing fear and disgust, as well as some of the new emotions, but I'd say this is a pretty good lineup so far. Now, there's still one official LEGO Inside Out set out there that has minifigures. So anyway, I head to Walmart to cop it. These are all the minifigures that actually came in the set. You have the Joy minifigure, who's not even a minifigure. That's right, this is a mini doll. They also have one of the baby mini dolls, which they turned into Anxiety. And Anxiety I like a little bit more as a mini doll, but still, it's weird. And you have these guys called Mind Workers. Not Mind Workers, Mind Workers. This guy low-key has an epic mustache. And those are cool, but honestly, I think the neater thing are these little boxes. Now, if I was a LEGO set designer, I wouldn't have done this. I would have just done the main headquarters. But here's why these are cool. On this block, you have joy, disgust, sadness, fear, and anger. And anger low-key looks like red Spongebob. And you can even open it up and you have this little area to, you know, hide your deepest and darkest secrets. Yeah, you're staying in here for a long time. These are like the scary puppets I made when I was 8. Yeah, okay, you're just gonna bottle that up. And over here we have the new emotions of anxiety, embarrassment, ennui, and envy. There's also this vault on this one, so you know, you could open it and write your deepest and darkest secrets and put them directly in this box. Honestly, it reminds me more of the vault they have in Inside Out 2, where they bring them all in a bottle and, you know, bottle up all the emotions. So we're just gonna put Joy in there and, you know, lock her up.
We are suppressed emotions!
And the reason I think they did all of these is so that way you can actually like roll the emotional dice and decide what emotions you're feeling. So maybe, you know, I'm feeling lucky and I feel envy and joy. I don't know if those two work together. You also get the pretty simple table at headquarters where Joy can go and manipulate your emotions. Speaking of which, this is a core memory. There's also an orange core memory here too. You know, because some of your core memories just have to be anxiety. Now this next set brings me a little bit of joy. And this is also based off Inside Out 2. Now we already do have that official Joy mini doll, but this is a minifigure, so we're gonna crack into it. And here's everyone else. Anyways, let's crack it open. Just took out the camera trying to take that tape off. Is there any instructions? I don't think there are any instructions. I think they just want me to look at the box. All right, looks like there's Joy. Oh, this is so weird. I don't like this Joy. This does not bring me joy. This brings me sadness and fear. Okay, no. That looks closer to Tinkerbell than Joy. This is not good. How did like anyone think that these are the same people? This is so dumb looking. I hate it. Let's build our stupid swing set. You can hide in the corner over here. That minifigure brings me anger, fear, and disgust. Let's build. All right, here's the cruddy swing set. We could put Joy on it, I guess. Wow, it's a cruddy Joy minifigure on an even cruddier swing set with this weird, I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Does anyone know what this is supposed to be? Is that a core memory? I don't even know. But you could swing her and yeah, no, this is terrible. This set gets a 0 out of 10. All right, next set. You know what? I don't even want to go any further without throwing out this sucker. It's terrible. Bye-bye. This last thing is a minifigure package and it has some pretty cool looking minifigs in it. So anyway, we're gonna take off this plastic and open them up and see what they look like. Imagine seeing this in a store. It looks so cool. I wish Lego did minifigure packs like these. They also have a full detailed kit on the back. All right, say bye to the card. And then we just have the plastic, and then we could take everyone out like so. Ooh, look, it's even specially molded to their size. First one is this Joy minifigure, and it kind of sucks. Comes with like a megaphone. I don't fully understand this, but hey, at least the little arms and hands and everything are clipped in. Yeah, this is by far like my least favorite minifigure. All right, next one, and they all fell out. We got Anger. Anger's pretty cool. He looks like the one we got earlier, but this one, I really don't like the hands. Again, not very high quality. He does come with some extra fire, so I guess that's useful, but it's like yellow, and that's not very good. we got Sadness here. Sadness, again, does not come with blue hands. Do not like. And she comes with a knife. Now, listen, it's been a minute since I've watched the movie, but I don't remember her having that. She like cutting herself. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when the Sadness is too far. We also got a Mind Worker. Again, I don't get why the hands just can't match. I feel like that would be cheaper, but he's short, and he comes with his mustache, which is pretty cool. We also got another Mind Worker. This one's a little more hardcore. He also has a goatee, which honestly is epic. All right, last one is this one. Surprise, surprise, it is discussed. Shockingly, the only green one. She actually did, I believe, have a little telescope in the movie, if I remember correctly. She has the print on the one side and the face. That's about all you need. She looks okay. In all truth, I don't know why in this pack they didn't include, say, Fear. Like, they've done Fear. We know that Fear exists. I don't know why we need all these extra Mind Workers. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna take these and they're gonna go in the trash, which I just emptied. Bye-bye. It is like a Toy Story trauma. All the other toys are just watching them get thrown out. Well, I hope this video brought you some joy, or anger, or sadness, or fear, or disgust, or anxiety, or ennui. Either way, with all that said, God bless, and stay awesome.